Imagine, if you will, a world painted only by memory and the skilled hand of an artist. A world where a moment, once past, lived on only in the mind's eye or the strokes of a brush. It feels almost like a fairy tale, doesn't it? A time before the effortless capture of a smile, a sunset, a significant event. But such a time existed, not so very long ago in the grand scheme of things. And in this world, there lived a dreamer, a curious soul in France named Nicéphore Niépce, who yearned to hold on to the fleeting beauty of light itself. Our Nicéphore wasn't a painter nor a sculptor. He was a tinkerer, a man fascinated by the art of making prints, of transferring images onto paper. This craft was called lithography, and it was all the rage. But for Niépce, it wasn't enough. He harbored a secret wish, to find a way for the very essence of light to become the artist, to draw pictures all on its own. For years, he toiled away in his workshop, a veritable alchemist of light, experimenting with strange and wonderful concoctions. Bitumen of Judea, a dark, tarry substance, became his primary tool, spread thinly onto surfaces of glass and metal, hoping to capture the sun's ephemeral touch. Think of the sheer audacity of his quest. He was reaching for the invisible, trying to command the very rays of the sun to create lasting images. Each attempt was a leap of faith, a dance with chance. Many ended in frustration, in blurred shapes and indistinct forms, but within Niépce beat the unwavering heart of an inventor, a relentless spirit that refused to surrender to failure. And then, one day, in the year of our Lord, 1800 and something, the exact date isn't as important as the magic of the moment, from a window of his beloved estate, a place called Gras, nestled in the quiet French countryside, Niépce turned his gaze outwards. He had fashioned a simple camera, a humble wooden box fitted with a lens, and he aimed it at the world beyond his window pane. Upon a pewter plate coated with his light-sensitive bitumen, he allowed the scene to imprint itself for an astonishing length of time. A full 8 hours the light danced upon the metal. And when the long exposure was finally complete, something miraculous had occurred. Though faint, though rudimentary, an image had been captured, a whisper of reality held captive on a plate. This was the very first permanent photograph the world had ever seen. Imagine the wonder, the profound satisfaction that must have washed over Niépce as he gazed upon this fragile depiction of rooftops, a solitary tree, and the vast expanse of the sky. It wasn't sharp, it wasn't vibrant as the pictures we know today, but it was undeniably a moment frozen in time, a testament to the power of light made tangible. The process itself was a delicate dance of chemistry. The areas of bitumen that had been kissed by the sun's rays hardened, becoming resistant. The parts that remained in shadow could then be gently washed away, leaving behind a subtle, yet lasting, trace of the captured scene. Niépce, in his wisdom, called his invention heliography, the drawing of the sun. The world didn't immediately erupt in a flurry of picture-taking. Niépce's method, though groundbreaking, was slow, and the results, as we've seen, were not exactly crystal clear. But the spark had been lit. He later joined forces with another ingenious Frenchman, Louis Daguerre, and together they embarked on a journey to refine this nascent art. It was Daguerre's name, with his invention the daguerreotype, that would eventually capture the public's imagination and usher in the age of photography as we began to know it. But let us never forget that it all began in that quiet French countryside with that single, unassuming view from a window. Niépce's pioneering work, his unwavering belief in the power of light, laid the very foundation for the billions upon billions of images that now flood our world. Think for a moment about the sheer scale of it. Every portrait, every landscape, every news photograph, every snapshot of a cherished memory, every digital image that flickers across your screen. All are descendants of this first grainy glimpse of reality captured by the sun's gentle hand. The ability to fix a moment in time, To share visual stories across distances and generations has irrevocably changed the course of human history. It has revolutionized how we communicate, how we learn, how we remember. It has given rise to new forms of art, new ways of seeing the world, new tools for understanding ourselves and the vast universe around us. From the grand sweep of historical events to the most intimate of personal moments, photography has become an indispensable thread in the rich tapestry of human experience. So, the next time you effortlessly capture a photograph with the device in your hand, spare a thought for that visionary inventor, Nicéphore Niépce, and his long 8-hour wait for the sun to paint its first picture. Remember the world before pictures and marvel at the curious tale of how it all began.